So I'll commence by seeking leave. So we've done it publicly to incorporate those words.
Thank you. Back again, everybody. Sorry for the delay. Over to you, Councillor Clark.
Mayor, if you can just bring up the item A, which broadly Councillor Perkins was the author of. There is some minor changing to those words, and those words are, which I'm happy to seek leave to incorporate, as soon as practicable, officers to commence enforcement proceedings relating to the development of the land at 265 Chapel Lane, Doreen.
Thank you. So Councillor Clark has spoken and Councillor Ashton. Councillors who wish to speak? Any other councillors wish to speak? Councillor Booker?
Thank you, Mayor. There's a couple of aspects. There's a couple of aspects here that I think we need to talk about. This is no silver bullet or panacea. It is, you know, the motion talks about the commencement of activities from the council to try and regulate the traffic activity. I think it would be giving a false kind of hope if the residents of Chapel Lane thought that, voila, finally this means that this activity can stop, because it doesn't mean that. What it means is that we have another, I guess, arrow in our armoury to use as we move forward in regulating, really, which is where I think everyone wants to be, is to have a permit where we have a proper regulatory regime around this activity, at the least, where we could talk about the tonnage of trucks, for instance, and so on. I really would just say I support the items, I think 4 and 5 I've got here. They've been changed a couple of times about the renewal of crossovers and things of that sort. That's very important. Other than that, the most pertinent item is you know, commencing enforcement proceedings. That is to say, we are commencing them. We are not completing them. And I think we need to be transparent and upfront about that as well. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor Booker. Councillor Perkins.
Look, I'll support the motion in spite of the fact it's not quite what I would have liked to have seen. It does fluff around the edges a little bit, I'm afraid. It's an improvement on what Councillor Clark first had. My amendment, which included apply an interim enforcement order, which what that means is it would have ceased work as soon as that order was placed. There would have been no more dumping of landfill at 265. You know, that may yet happen at some point in the future, but certainly doesn't have support of council at this time. The rest of the motion really does no harm, but you know, the elephant in the room for me was trying to stop you know, the activity. It's been going on you know, for, I would argue, too long already, and so would many. I understand broadly council want to stop the activity. I'm disappointed I didn't get the support that I naturally thought I would have. But I'll support this motion as put, for what it's worth, in any case.
Any other councillors wish to speak? No? There's no right of reply. In that case, we'll put it to the vote. All those in favour? And that is unanimous. Thank you, councillors. And that brings a close to the end of the meeting. I declare the meeting closed at 11:46.